Hi friends! Do you have a baby who has climbed out of their crib, or you think it's going to happen any minute now? Well, it happened to us, and I wanted to share with you what we did to keep our baby safely in her crib for a little while longer. We went on vacation a couple weeks ago, and our littlest slept in a pack and play. When we got home, she was not really very excited about being returned to her jail cell / crib. And so the first night we were home, she woke up, I came in, I lifted her out of the crib and comforted her a little bit and then put her back in. She screamed, so I came back in after using the restroom. So I was gone for maybe 3 or 4 minutes. I came and she was sitting out of her crib. She was perched up here. And she was sitting there all sleepy with her little passy screaming, waiting for me. And I thought, oh my gosh! So the next morning I thought, okay, it's a fluke. She had to have somehow gotten her feet on something and it was a fluke. Well, that night passed and she stayed in her crib, but the next morning she woke up early and she was crying because she wanted out. And I thought, okay, just a few more minutes. And then I heard it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I get up and I run in here, and sure enough, she's on the floor out of her crib screaming and crying, and I'm like, okay, we've pulled a jailbreak. We gotta do something about this. I did what any normal human would do, and I went to Google and I found a bunch of different articles from a bunch of other mamas who were talking about, the same thing had happened to them. And one of them even said her 15-month-old, 15 ours is 20, almost 23 months, and I've been kind of expecting it. But so anyway, I found a bunch of really good resources on what to do to kind of keep them in the crib a little bit longer, because in my opinion, she is not quite ready for a toddler bed. She's not ready for that level of independence, and I'm not ready to not have her in here because I feel like it's a lot safer for her in here right now. We are working on getting her room ready for the time when she will be able to get in and out of bed on her own, but we're not there yet. So here's what Google told me. Here's what some of the articles said. The first thing, and this is something we've actually been utilizing for a little while, is a sleep sack by Halo. Now, some of you have probably heard of these. These things are amazing. We have used these all the way back from when our oldest was born for a couple of reasons. One is it's a blanket. It keeps them warm, and then their arms are out, so you can kind of dress them and keep them a little bit warmer. Or if it's hot out, it's just a very thin covering. So that was number one, because when our oldest was born, we lived in Alaska. Then number two, it keeps their legs in here, so they can't ever open their legs any wider than this, and that's not wide enough for them to throw their leg over this part of the crib and then climb out. But obviously, our youngest somehow managed to get out. So the sleep sack wasn't enough. So tip number 2 that I found from Google was to turn the crib around, which is what you see here. You're probably looking at this high back here thinking, well, that doesn't look right. Well, you're right. It's not. We turned it around. So this is actually the front of the crib, and this is the back of the crib. But the thought is, we've got it up against the wall, so we've taken out 2 options for her to climb out. Now, of course, there's also this area right here. So there's still the potential. That's when we pulled out stop number 3 from the internet, and that was to remove the metal crib bottom where the mattress rests, and it's underneath it. So usually it would be sitting about here, and the crib mattress is on its lowest setting, so it would sit about here. But we took it completely out, and it is now sitting on the floor, and the mattress is sitting on top of it. We needed a little bit more of a lift under our mattress, so we took a few wood planks that we had in the garage and set them underneath there as well. So we've got the mattress lifted up just enough, because if you look over here, there's a little bit of a gap, partially because my adult bottom is sitting on here. It's not like that when she's in here, But before, the mattress sat below this just a little, and I didn't want her fingers to get pinched in here because this is not meant for fingers. It's a little bit sharp. So these are our 3 hacks to keep our baby in her crib a little bit longer. We've got the sleep sack, we've flipped the crib around, and we dropped the mattress. If you guys liked the video, please click like. Also consider sharing it with anyone that you know who has an escape artist for a child like me. And we want to thank you for joining us. If you'd like to be a subscriber, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. That way you will be notified every week when we put out a new video. We have a Facebook page, we have a blog, and that's it. Thanks for watching today. Bye.